Coal is the primary industry on my layout. It's a small piece of the Erie Lackawanna. That means the coal cars travel heavy, loaded up with coal from this mine near Scranton, all the way up to a power company in Binghamton, and then they have to make the return trip empty. So, 50% of the time, the cars have loads, and 50% they're empty. So I thought I would take just a couple minutes to show you how I rigged up the coal loads to make them easy to get on and off the cars, and to make operations a lot more smooth. So, if that sounds interesting, why don't you join me? I think first we'll head over to the bench. Well, this process is quite simple, actually. When I bought these cars, they all came with loads, but the coal was very tightly fitted inside of the hopper. And in fact, I had to get an X-Acto knife to kind of pry them out the very first time. So if that's the case, of course, then no matter what system you use, it's going to be really difficult, and you'll probably never make any changes to the load in the car. So step number one, I got some sandpaper, and I slightly reduced the dimension on all four sides of the coal load, rounded the corners a little bit to make them a little bit easier to fit inside. And if you're impatient like me, I'm not opposed to using a power tool now and then to speed up the process. Well, the next step is to label each of the loads so I know which series of cars they go to. And then I took a cutoff of a sheetrock screw and epoxied it to the underside of the load. I took epoxy and I glued a tiny magnet to the end of a dowel. And this way, popping off the load is simple. Well, we're all loaded up and I've got clearance to head on to Binghamton, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.